Hi, good evening. I hope everybody doing well. Uh, this is the backtest engine. Now, this backtest engine basically we have designed for people those they would like to create their own strategy and would like to run this strategy on the historical data and want to check that any kind of strategy what they have made how it is performing, and in case if it is performing well, they would like to implement on the live market. So basically what this strategy and how we can make this strategy, generally any kind of strategy holds good, but only thing what we have to identify that every strategy will not fit for all stocks. So that what I mean to say that every strategy is good, but every strategy will not hold good for every stock. That's what we would like to do, and would like to understand here. Now, when we say that the smart traders usually make money because they do less number of trades and they would like to reduce the loss making trades. That's what the smart traders they have upper hand compared to the non smart traders, I should say. So what we'll do, we have just selected the start dates and end dates. This demonstration will actually tell you that how this backtest engine is useful for everybody, and you'll be surprised after seeing the result. So just bear with me and let's see this demonstration. So what I have done, I have just selected the date which is like from year 23 till 2025, and I have taken the 15 minutes time frame. Now I have to choose the stock. So here, just for the convenient purpose, I will use this NTPC so that you will get the idea, as it is PSU stock, and I will compare this stock with the benchmark which is Nifty 50 index. So we'll have a clear indication that how this Nifty 50 has performed compared to this NTPC. Usually what we want that in case if I am doing the trade and I'm using the strategy, it should always outperform the index as a benchmark. So what I will just do, I will for the demonstration purpose, I will use the very basic strategy which is RSI, and everybody is aware of RSI strategy or indicator, which usually means that whenever we have RSI less than uh, 30, then the people they usually buy the stock, and whenever RSI value is more than 70, the traders try to sell that stock. So same thing what we have done here, we have chosen the RSI, time frame 15, length is 14, and I will just add the RSI. Moment I'll add the RSI, it will just try to uh, fetch the value, and you can see the value is mentioned here, and it has done all the calculation for the all historical data which we have selected in the date. Now we will just go down and we'll just try to make a strategy. That means we would like to do a buy. That means, so we will just select the RSI, and I want that this value should be less than 25. That means whenever value is less than 25, I would like to do the buy call. So I will just submit this, and then I will try to give the exit condition. Right now no short condition, that means I don't want to sell anything, I don't want to give any long exit condition here. I will give the specific condition down here that if I will make the profit of 1.5%, please exit me, or if I make the 1% of loss, please exit me there also, whichever comes first. So once I enter all this thing, I will keep my basic amount. That means if I am just investing 1 lakh rupees, then how much will be the profit or how much will be the loss. The moment I'll just enter all these details, it is a very simple and easy details to fill up. I'll just run the strategy, click on this button, and it does all this calculation for us, and it is pretty fast. So you can see that in case if I do or run this normal RSI strategy on NTPC, then it has given me a 40% return. That means the benchmark return has given me a 31%, and this particular strategy on the NTPC has given me 40%, which is nice. And if I can see, my maximum drawdown is 6.8%, maximum drawdown duration is 19 days, total number of trade is 93, and win rate is 48%, which is quite good. And I have my best trade is 6.13%, worst trade is 3.95%, average winning is 1.78, and total ratios what we can see, this profit factor is absolutely wonderful. Expectancy is 439, pardon me for this. Sharpe ratio, karma ratio. So basically whenever any traders makes this kind of any strategy, they checks these ratios in order to finalize or understand that the particular strategy is good or not. So we will talk about all these ratios in the value, why and how these ratios are important, and what values makes it a best ratio. So in the next upcoming video. So as if now we just try to go ahead and see what exactly we have to do here. So all these things, when we do a comparison, we have something called deep analysis. So here now when we can see this you know chart, so we can always see this portfolio and our benchmark. We are outperforming the benchmark and we are getting more result than the benchmark, and benchmark is nothing but a nifty 50. But now when we do a deep analysis, what we have to understand basically, guys, that it is not only that NTPC it is performing well, or this particular strategy will work for all the nifty 50 stocks. So what we have to understand is every strategy what you make, maybe that particular strategy is holding good for certain stocks, and the same strategy is not performing for the set of different stocks. So we have to identify first that the strategy is working well with what all stocks, and we will make the list of those stocks, and then we run the strategies, boom, then you will be making some profitable trades. Now once you understand that this any strategy is not performing for any stock, then that means that please do not use that strategy for those stocks. So that's what the learning means, that's what the data analysis means. So let's do this deep analysis and understand what this software tells you, that whenever this strategy is run throughout this time period, that means approximately 3 years time, we have understood, this data shows that every in us from, we know that market works from 9 to 3:30, then we understand that this strategy works very good from 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12, 1, 2, but it performs less when you go more than 2:30, 3 o'clock. So that means this strategy is working fine. Basically 9 to 10 it is performing very well. Similarly, once we go down, we understand that on an everyday basis, which day it is performing well. So you can understand the Monday, Tuesday is doing very well, Wednesday negative, Thursday positive, Friday positive, and better than Thursday. So this indicates that in case if you would like to run this strategy, we would like to learn that what all days we should not trade. That means we would like to reduce our loss making trades, and we can gain the more profitable trades. That means if we have to run this strategy, we have to make sure that between 9 to 10 or before 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, if we run this strategy on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, we will make the profitable trades. We will avoid this Wednesday, and we will always avoid this 3 o'clock. In case if you get the signal, if you get the indication also, we will not trade. Now we'll go down, we will realize that this particular strategy will perform absolutely wonderful, or I should say this particular strategy will not perform in the month of March and the month of December. Rest any month, if you run this strategy on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Fridays between 9 to 2 o'clock, you will have the profitable trades. That's it. Now that means this RSI strategy for NTPC will perform more better if you use in the month of Jan to you should not trade on March and December, you should not trade on Wednesday, and you should not trade after 3. That means these conditions will give you the maximum profitability. Now let's come back and see whether this, as I have told you earlier, that every strategy will not hold good for all the stocks. So let's come back and understand what I mean to say, so that it will make the things clear for you. So I am just running this same strategy for the stock universe, which is Nifty 50 right now for us. So now I have run the same strategy for other thing, and I will see what I mean to tell you. See, Adani, if I run the same strategy, it is giving me minus 21%. So that means this strategy is good for NTPC, but it is not good for Adani. That what I mean to say, यहाँ पर एक कहानी होती है कि हर एक स्ट्रैटेजी हर स्टॉक के लिए नहीं है, लेकिन हर एक स्ट्रैटेजी अच्छी हो सकती है किसी पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक के लिए, ये आइडेंटिफाई करना ज़रूरी है. तो यहाँ पर हमको ये समझ में आया, वी हैव अंडरस्टूड दैट दिस स्ट्रैटेजी इज़ गुड फॉर, नॉट गुड फॉर Adani and good for NTPC. Now we have to identify that what all stocks we can perform the same strategy. Now if I scroll down this 20%, now that means this is Bajaj Auto, this strategy will work very fine. Now let's come back down, 33%, which is Eternal. Okay, we have got 3: NTPC, Eternal, Bajaj Auto. Let's see, 31%, this is like HDFC Life. I am not taking 14-15%, I am just want to see more than 20% only. So 40% is what is NTPC, that's what we have selected. Now let's come back some more down. 26%, which is again Titan, very nice. 30%, which is Ultra Semco, very nice. Now this is very clear now that we have very limited stocks where this particular strategy of RSI will work fine. Now imagine if you have this information and then you go and do a live trade, don't you think that you will make money? Now to give you the clear picture that whether this is correct or not, let me take you to the chart and make you understand again. Now let's come back to chart. I have already opened the chart from year 2025 from a January month, and I am just looking for the days. That means I am looking for anything which is not let's come back here. That means I don't want to trade in which month, and I don't want to trade in which hour, I don't want to trade in which day. So let's run it and I'll just show you. You will be surprised to get the result again. So this is simple. I want to trade from 9 to 2. I want to trade Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, not Wednesday. That means Wednesday I'll avoid. And I don't want to trade in March and December. So I will see only these months. I will exclude this March and December. And let's see in the real chart. So January, I have I will see less than RSI. I've already added this RSI 15 minutes indicator here. So let's go. Okay, let's see. This is January 10th, which is Friday, and what it says, the Friday we can trade or not. Yes, we can trade Friday. Only Wednesdays we have to avoid. So let's see Friday. If we take in case if this is a real chart, that means in the live chart you will never able to find out whether we can do a reversal trade or not. But here, once it is automated by the algorithm wise, then this trade will be taken automatically by the system. Can you imagine how nice it will be? 309 and it will go to 315. That means we just want 1.5% return. So 1.5% return is like 3, in case if I'll take a 310, so 1.5% of 310 is 4.65. That means 310 plus 4.65, just basic maths I'm just trying to do, 314.65. so can you say, in case if I take entry here, and can I make money here? Of course yes, profit hit. So that means this is done. Now let's come back here. Yes, Monday, yes, I can take 9 to 10. Yes, I can take a trade here. I will make the money here. Now if you say here, no, even though it has given me a trade, but I will never do a trade here because it has already told me not to do a trade. And this is all past record. That means it is not only 2025. It is based on the fact on the previous record also. That means 2024, 2023, you can go on for 10 years data. So technical analysis based on the data, and it is the simple saying that history repeats itself. So if it is performing the way it has performed in the past, the similar way it should perform in the future. That's what the technical analysis means. So okay, here if I'll come back here, I will not take a trade. Now let's come back here, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. I want to trade only if it is less than, see here, 23. Yes, I will trade, and it is Tuesday. Of course, I'll make it be a profitable trade. Now let's see here, this is Monday. Of course, this will be a profitable trade. This 2 o'clock Thursday, let's go back here, 2 o'clock Thursday. When is Thursday? 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Yes, I'll make money, or this will be a profitable trade. Yes, and RSI is less than 25. Okay, this will not come. Check this, 23. It is Wednesday. I will not trade, though it is a profitable trade, but Wednesday I will avoid, means I will avoid. System will not take the call, because we will make the algorithm in such a way that it will just follow the rule. It will not 22. This, yes, you will get the profitable trade. Here if you see, it is Friday. Yes, 9:15. It will take automatic, if it is system oriented trade, automatic trade by the system itself. It will take a trade here, and it will make you exit here. Again it will make you do a trade here, and it will make you exit somewhere here, 1.5%. So don't you think this kind of information, if you have, and if you make this strategy and convert into algorithm, and make this algorithm which is just run and understood by the machine, and directly punches the order in your demat account, don't you think this will actually make the trading life very easy? This is 3:15. I will now, you see, 3. If I'll take a trade, no, I can't take a trade. System will not take a trade, machine will not take a trade for you. No. Yes. So you can see, it is so surprising that whatever we have done here testing, it is giving you the absolutely good result here. Now that means this particular small strategy of RSI will work good for NTPC and similar stocks what we have just discussed, which it has shown here. So that means it is the a very good example that any kind of backtest engine can give you a very better result, in case if you know how to analyze with the help of a data. So I hope this video will help you out, that how our system is designed, or our algorithm is designed in such a way that it will try to fetch the data and try to analyze with the help of a backtest, and then it can be made into algorithm, and this algorithm is you know is given to a machine, and this machine runs the system for you and punches the order, which we call as an automated system. So I hope you like this video. In case if you have any query, you can get back to us. Thank you so much, and have a nice day.